Hello again, everyone. In this video, we're going to launch a VM, a virtual machine on GCP using a service account rather than the default compute engine service account. So why are we going to do that? Well, sometime in the past year, I'm guessing, GCP has kind of been tightening up security and best practices, which is good. But I've seen several individuals, when they go to generate a service account, they get an error like this, saying an organization policy that blocks service accounts key creation has been enforced on your organization. The quick workaround for this is just create a new project and it should let you do it there. I believe if you follow the disable link here, it will give you instructions on how to allow you to generate service keys. But if you want to do it the more correct-ish way, then this video, we're going to walk through how to do that. So here I am in GCP. I have a project just called Launch VM with Service Account. And I went ahead and went to Compute Engine, VM Instances. If you're going in for the first time, you'll need to enable this API. Sometimes it spins, you refresh, you have to hit it a few times. Sometimes it'll say you need a billing account associated with it. And you just follow the instructions there. But anyway, I didn't want to waste time in the video and get tripped up there, so I enabled the API. So here we are. So we're going to create the service account first. So to do that, we'll just go to IAM and admin. And for this demonstration, I'm just going to be writing to a cloud storage bucket. So if I go to service accounts, there's the default one. And I'm just going to say bucket. Yeah, bucket loader's fine. And the role that we want to give this is going to be storage, cloud storage admin, I believe. There we go. Cloud storage admin. Continue. And done. Okay, bucket loader. There he is. So we're going to head back over to Compute Engine, VM Instances, create an instance. I'm just going to leave that as the default. E2 is good. Can I make this a little bigger? Hopefully that doesn't get too crowded. Shared core, 4 gigs. That's a little low, but that's fine. I'm going to do a spot instance. And actually, let me zoom this out. So, a spot instance just means you're sharing resources with other VMs. If those are not spot instances and they need the resources, they can shut you down. So that's fine. So, let's see. There we go. Spot instance on VM termination stop. You can have it delete the VM too. I'm just going to leave it as stop because knowing my luck, it's going to happen during this demonstration. And that way, oh, I did not configure anything else. Okay, let me create a new instance. I'll actually name it this time and slow down. Test instance. Okay. Same thing, we're just going to make this spot. OS and storage, I'm going to change the operating system to Ubuntu, just because that's what I'm comfortable with. You could do minimal, but you would need to install Nano probably if you're going to follow along. So just sudo apt-get nano, well, sudo apt-get update, that'll update your repositories, and then apt-get install nano. Okay. Yeah, I'll do 2404 long-term support. That's the LTS. Okay, data protection. I don't need any backups. This is just a demo. Networking. Don't think we need to change anything here. Observability, security. Okay, here we are. So, the service account I want to run this VM as is going to be Bucket Loader. And that's going to... so the VM will be running as that service account, so it will also have permissions to write to our bucket. This you could get a little more granular with, and maybe if this was the real world you would, but I'm just going to allow full access to all cloud APIs. So if you wanted to make it a BigQuery admin or BigQuery dataset writer, it would allow it to do that. I'm just going to check advanced. Let's see. If you wanted to connect to this with Visual Studio Code, you would want to add your SSH key. I'm trying to find where they put that now. Maybe networking. Was it in advanced? Oh, it'd probably be here. No, actually, I don't think. OS and storage. Oh, I shouldn't have mentioned it because now I'm a little bit lost. Data protection. Actually, I don't need to install that. For monitoring and logging in case I want to see what went wrong, if things go wrong. Oh, here we go. Manage access. Let's see. And here you would add your SSH key. So, sorry for the aside there. This is giving me red, but let's just go ahead and create the darn thing. Of course, now it's going to want me to delete those. Don't know if that's ever happened to me, so I learned something new right now as well. All right, while that's spinning up, I'm going to go ahead and delete this VM. Skip graceful shutdown. And then once this comes up, we'll just SSH in. And while that's spinning up, we do need to create, and move that over. So while that's going, I had GCP just kind of spit out a script for me. And we could have created the bucket as well with the script, but I'm just going to manually create that. So cloud storage buckets. I gave this a just kind of gobbledygook name that I don't think will be taken. Because with GCP, cloud storage buckets, you need it to be universally unique. That means across the entire GCP world. And so that's a lot. Multi-region US is fine for this. Standard storage is good. Uniform access to all objects in the bucket. And for this, I don't want soft delete. If I delete something, I'm okay with it being gone forever and unrecoverable. So I'm going to, yes, enforce public access prevention on this bucket. Okay. And let me just go ahead and I'll move this over. Actually, let me maximize that and then move it over. And I'm going to do a pip install. Let's see, Google Cloud Storage is what we need to write to a bucket. Okay, apt install Python 3 pip, so we can pip install things. Let's see. It probably just wants a sudo. Okay, sudo apt update. And so what that's going to do is update the repositories so it actually can see where the different installation candidates, the things that Ubuntu is nice enough to wrap up and say, yes, you can install this, we're watching it. A lot of gotchas there as far as security, but just know it's pretty safe to sudo apt install from the pre-configured repositories. And if that makes no sense, just wave your hand at it. Okay. So we're just going to choose Y, saying, yes, we understand this is going to take up some extra space. Move my mouse out of the way here. Okay. Now we should be able to pip install Google Cloud Storage. Oh, yes. I actually made a video when I don't know if that was 3.12 or 3.13 thereabouts this started happening. I'll link that down in the description if I remember. There's a way to get out of that to make this not appear, but I think break system packages is how you override that as a one-off. So you do need to type that in every time. Just be aware of that. Okay, so I'm going to make a quick script, or I should say ChatGPT made a quick script for me, and I'm just going to nano write to bucket.py. And let me copy this. Control-Shift-V to paste in Linux. So, pretty simple. It's just going to make a local file. Actually, file on your local machine, change these. So I will need to make hello.txt, and then it's going to make a directory in the bucket called uploads and write the file there. So Control X, Shift Y to save the modified buffer. That's fine. And I'm just going to echo hello world. Actually, let me clean that up a bit and put that in hello.txt. And we can cat that. And there we are. Okay. So back to our bucket. If we look in here and hit refresh, oh, GCP is awesome sometimes. Hit refresh. There we go. We see there's no data in that file, or in the bucket rather. And so if we come back here, we should be able to just Python. I think I got to put 3 there. And what did I call this thing? Okay, Python 3 and write to bucket.py. Looks like it ran, and we'll double check that. Okay, there's our uploads. And if we look inside uploads, there's our hello.txt. You can download it, see the contents. So if you were going to use other services, I don't know why, just BigQuery comes to mind. You would want the service account that runs the VM to have those permissions. That way, you don't have a .json file, the service account key file, that could maybe get accidentally pushed to GitHub or be exposed in some other way if you email it or any of that. And then malicious actors might be able to do something with that. So there's probably other ways you can do this as well. But this is the more correct-ish way to go about it. So just to recap, if you encounter this error, you can just start another project. Probably a lot of Google results on how people disable that organizational policy that prevents the key generation, especially for personal projects. Honestly, that's the way I would probably lean towards. But if you're looking to lean towards best practices, then this is the pattern you could follow. So hopefully this helped some of you out there out, and I'll see you in another video.